Welcome back to TGW, everybody, and right now we're seeing a matchup between Lava Knight and Lava Hockey, and they're fighting for the #1 contendership against Mythical, the previous champion, and Lava Hockey starts off with an early goal here. And in other news, next week TGW finally starts their clan battle with the Renegades and Rainbow Six Siege, and that's going to be a very interesting battle because this has been hyped up for a while, and you know we can see who wins that. And I'm joined by my co-host Adrian Matt.
Yep, we're back again on Rocket League, and we're going to be broadcasting this #1 contendership, and I really cannot wait for next week. I can't wait for the Renegades to finally make a name for themselves, for them to destroy the TGW members. My hat's off to the Gaming Weekly. I love this channel. It's the greatest channel of all time, but the Renegades have a great chance to make a name for themselves.
Well, I mean, the Renegades do have a very good chance to make a name for themselves here. Again, I do think it's a little bit weird that they're going for a really good community such as TGW to start off with, but as you see here, the game is tied between Lava Hockey and Lava Knight, 1-1. And this is a very tense matchup because these are two players that are around the same skill level, and one could come out on top, one cannot. Like, no matter what, someone has to lose tonight, and it's a very interesting match to see.
Well, something must give, and both of these guys are actually good friends. They know each other so well, so it's going to be interesting to see how these two react in this matchup. But, I got to say, these two are also a bunch of losers. They like watching hockey. I said it many times in the past. They watch hockey for no reason. You know what? Hockey is one of the worst sports, if not the worst sport there is out there. And the fact that these two continue to watch hockey, I have no idea why they do it. I really don't.
Well, I mean, that's an objective opinion, but as you see, Lava Knight is able to score a goal over Lava Hockey, and it seems to be going in Lava Knight's favor. And at the current moment, though, like I said, these players are two very similar skill level, and as I'm saying that, Lava Hockey scores, making it 2-2, and this is a very even matchup.
Well, yeah, the TGW fans can actually see this, but I mean, here in the chat, Lava Hockey continues to put, quote, lag every single time Lava Knight scores. So I think that's more so of a little bit of an excuse from Lava Hockey, because he knows deep down that he's not really good at Rocket League.
No, I mean, I can't really say anything about that, but,
What do you mean you can't say anything? It's true. Every single time he scores, he's not typing lag. How convenient.
Yeah, I mean, I guess so, but it's more, like, saying lag is, you wouldn't say lag if you score, because, you don't need to, but you need to say it if you get scored on, because it's an excuse, like you said.
I just want to know what's so entertaining about hockey, by the way. There's a lot of people that still watch that sport. The last time hockey was entertaining was back in the 1940s. It really was. At the very least, people were watching the sport back then, and World War II was going on. So, I mean, hello, it's 2023. I'm not sure why people actually watch it. Oh, I know why they watch it. They actually watch it so they can probably fall asleep.
I mean, again, that's an objective opinion, and as we see here, Lava Knight is able to get one over on Lava Hockey as he's across the field when Lava Knight scores.
Well, it's more so of a subjective opinion there, Bland, not objective, but one of these two, they're going to have the objective to try to get the #1 contendership, to try to overthrow TTV Mythical, who is the Rocket League champion. That's the objective for Lava Knight and Lava Hockey. We're also going to be joined by Pugtato later on tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, Pugtato is one of the worst there is, but he will be competing as well on Rocket League.
Yeah, of course. I mean, these are two very young competitors when it comes to Rocket League and competing in TGW. So, Mythical is a very good player in TGW, and it'll be interesting to see what these two can maybe do possibly against him if they make it to the championship.
Listen, I think Mythical is nothing more but a cheater. This is the reason why he won. He won the championship because he paid off his opponents. His opponents probably agreed to some, and Lava Hockey just scored. I was going to say that Mythical probably paid his opponents for it too. Thank you very much for interrupting me there as we take a look at the replay. Lava Hockey just scored. Listen, we're 3 points apiece. This is great. This matchup really breaking down right now. I was going to say that TTV Mythical, this is my opinion on the guy. I don't even think he's good. I think the fact is he became champion because he talked to the TGW competitors and he decided to pay them off. He told them, hey, I'll pay you $100 if you lose to me and let me win the championship. And I think that's what happened.
Well, I mean, we can't really jump to conclusions unless we have solid evidence. And as you see here, Lava Knight scoring a 4th goal against Lava Hockey, making it 4-3 in Lava's favor. And this is, like I said, Adrian, a very interesting game to see what these people can do. Because they're,
it's an interesting game, all right. Remember, they're both friends, and I mean, one is trying to one-up each other. It's the one-up game, so to speak, trying to do better than what the other person did.
Yeah, 100%. These are two friends. They know each other in real life, and again, they're around the same skill level in Rocket League. So it's a tense matchup between these two.
Well, they watch the same sport, so imagine how boring these two are.
We're having a close matchup between these two. Can Lava Knight? Ooh, no, he can't. Lava Knight cannot pull out a goal from that.
No, he can't. I mean, Lava Hockey's trying to use all his maneuvers. Look at this. He's going to capitalize on the opening. And Lava Knight... Oh, that was so
Lava
close,
Hockey
though.
with an amazing save. Can Lava Hockey capitalize off this, though? And it looks like he can. Lava Hockey making it 4-4.
And, Bland, you know, one thing that I mentioned, well, I'll get to that in just a moment. Take a look at the replay. Lava Hockey with so much force, and that's exactly what you need to do. Adding in precise shots right there to make sure that you're going to win this matchup. And Lava Hockey is just doing that, making a scoreboard now of 4-4. I was going to mention that, listen, it's no surprising that both of these guys are tied at this juncture. I mean, these guys know each other so much, so obviously they're going to know each other's moves. I'm sure that they actually train together as well. So they really know each other. They actually know and understand their own maneuvers, hence the reason why right now we're going back and forth like a game of checkers. It really is an interesting game and a dilemma that is taking place right now.
Lava Knight able to capitalize off a mistake by Lava Hockey there, making it 5-4 in Lava Knight's favor. And this is just a really back and forth match, Adrian. Like, there's no really it's not really a one-sided match, and this is what the game nights are all about. Like, these tense matchups, not knowing who's gonna win.
And you mentioned the word mistake. You can ill afford a mistake here in Rocket League, because if that's the case, if you do continue to make mistakes, it really is going to hunt you down, so to speak. It's going to mess your proportions. It's going to mess your equilibrium, your shots here and there. It really is going to psychologically, allow you to lose confidence. The more mistakes you make, the opponent will take advantage from then on. So you have to do what you can to make sure that you minimize the amount of mistakes that you make here in this game.
Yeah, 100%. Rocket League is a game of mind games against your opponent and basically seeing who makes less mistakes, and not really, I guess, as people call it, choking in the game.
I mean, if you want to call it choking, but we got 20 seconds left. Look at Lava Knight wasting a little time. Got to use the boost.
Lava Knight giving him a 2-point lead. And my question for you, Adrian, is, do you think Lava Hockey can come back from this?
Well, it's still possible. Listen, Lava Hockey's at 4 currently. It's 18 seconds on the clock. If Lava Hockey goes lightning quick, then perhaps maybe he's going to make the impossible possible. Perhaps maybe he's going to come back. Maybe he can actually do this. We're going to find out in just a moment.
Lava Knight is in possession of the ball right now, and it looks like Lava Hockey doesn't really have a chance to win the game here with 5 seconds left.
Oh, look, wait a minute. Yeah, but I don't think it's going to, it's not going to be enough.
Game. Lava Knight beats Lava Hockey 2 points ahead of 6-4.
Well, I mean,
and that was
there
a very
you see,
interesting matchup.
It really was, but I was going to say, there you see the tag below for Lava Hockey. It says Rust Bucket. Well, you can really tell that he was really rusty in there, just like the hockey players. Well, anyway, ladies and gentlemen, congratulations to Lava Knight. Mr. Knight is going to be facing Pugtato, Bland, and, well, that's going to be up next.
Now we see a matchup between Pugtato and Lava Knight, and obviously Pugtato is objectively a more skillful player, obviously has a lot more hours in this game, and getting off to a good start, winning kickoff here against Lava Knight. And
listen, let's just put it this way, okay? This guy's a complete nerd. Pugtato just scored, and great. 4 minutes and 54 seconds on the clock, but this guy's a complete nerd. Obviously, he's going to be winning this match because he does play Rocket League 24/7. It's going to be no surprising that it's going to defeat Lava Knight. Lava Knight versus Pugtato for the main event here tonight on Rocket League to advance and see who's going to be facing Mythical for the championship. You know, it's no secret that Pugtato lives and breathes Rocket League. He's very skilled at this, I'll give him that. But the fact of the matter is, the guy plays Rocket League day in and day out. He actually doesn't sleep, from what I heard.
From what you heard, apparently, huh?
Yeah, from what I heard.
As we see here, Pugtato was going for trick shots, it looks like. He went for a ground pinch there, trying to freestyle on Lava Knight, but, I guess he's trying to go for style points instead of just winning the matchup.
You know,
Potato is
enough with
already
the
up 1-0.
freestyle and this and that and blah, 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 blah. The fact is this. Potato is like TTV Mythical. Potato is a cheater, just like Mythical. It's going to be interesting to see cheater versus cheater for the championship on the line if Potato wins tonight.
Potato able to clear. Will he capitalize off this? It looks like he will. 100%. Now he goes up 2-0 on Lava Knight. And
I thought
Adrian,
putts were,
what I wanted to
overweight.
ask you though is, do you think Lava Knight could maybe pull out an amazing hat trick and win this match?
Well, I mean, it's possible, but, you know, it's started to become very slim to none because, obviously, Potato has a lot more hours compared to Lava Knight. This is just only coming from what I'm being told, but nonetheless, it could still be possible. Lava Knight could dig down deep inside and make sure he continues his relentlessness and digs down deep inside to deliver the maneuvers and actually score against Potato, but that's only if he can do it.
That's only if he
And
can do it. I mean,
I like behind the scenes. I should say I like how behind the scenes. Lava Hockey saying quite. I have no proof. I do have proof. Just look at his skills.
I mean, you can really, no offense to Lava Knight, he is an amazing competitor, but you can really see the skill difference between these players. Like obviously in the kickoff, every sense of the game. Like Potato has better ball control. He has better, you know, just basic game sense, right?
Well, Potato's brash and cocky. That's what it is, Bland. You got to actually call it as you see it. He just scored for the third time, but the guy's brash, he's cocky, he's arrogant. Just like Lava Knight and just like the rest of the TGW members and the TGW fans. They're all a bunch of arrogant idiots who like to just watch these games just because they know for a fact that they're probably so bad at doing anything else in real life. They're a bunch of nerds, just like Potato. He is the epitome of nerd milk.
He's the epitome of nerdville, huh? Well, I
Yeah.
mean, again, that is an objective opinion, obviously. There's no really proving that he's... Ooh, Potato dribbling it in for the goal there. But there's no, obviously, proving that Potato is... What'd you say? The epitome of
Nerdville? Yeah, that's what
there's
I said.
no
Pretty
way
interesting, right?
Pretty interesting, yeah, indeed, but there's no way of objectively proving it. But as we see here...
But he is a technician. I'll give him that. He's very technical in the game. He's technically sounded and gifted. If I'm going to be serious here tonight, I'll be serious for just a moment. And you know what? He's going to make sure he's going to do what he can to destroy the opponent thus far. And which he's doing so right now.
Potato, ooh, what a nice shot off the wall. Bouncing into the corner of the goal for the fifth goal against Lava Knight.
5 consecutive points. And this is where Lava Knight, though, Bland, and I think you and I can agree here, this is where Lava Knight begins to question himself. Does he have what it takes to destroy Potato? Does he have what it takes to defeat the opponent?
I mean,
ladies and gentlemen, well, give me just a second, Bland, because I have to get this in. If you do want to join the Discord, for those wondering, you do have the chance to actually join the Discord through the Gaming Weekly. All you have to do is go to the most recent video and go to the comments section. There is the Discord link. If you want to join the Discord server, I repeat, there is a Discord server link in the most recent video. You can join the TGW server and interact with all the TGW members and fans.
As we see here, Lava Knight is actually able to clear it and get in here Potato's goal, which, no offense to Lava Knight, again, he's an amazing competitor, but that is pretty much unheard of against these two competitors. Like, Potato's control of the ball is amazing.
Listen, Bland, sorry to interrupt you again, but listen, I can't believe I'm saying this, but I hope Lava Knight does destroy Potato. I think we all know Potato's gonna win, but I still hope Lava Knight makes a fool out of this man, out of this guy Potato. He doesn't deserve a #1 contendership in my eyes. He doesn't deserve this chance. He doesn't deserve the opportunity. He doesn't deserve anything for how disrespectful he is.
I mean, you know, it's more so, I guess you're right, because you're rooting for the underdog in this situation, right? Because Lava Knight is definitely way less skillful than Potato. Again, no offense to Lava Knight, he's an amazing competitor. But, you know, just like you saw right there, the aerials, like, yeah, 7 consecutive points. Lava Knight has 0. Lava Knight barely clears the ball to Potato's side. It's not a close matchup like last game.
Well, one thing's for certain, though, the champion is indeed looking on, and if you are TTV Mythical, you're going to have your work cut out for you because you'll be defending the championship against the potential #1 contender that is Potato, and I think I'm calling it too early, but also at the same time, I think it's safe to say it. Potato will be your #1 contender as we're seeing this on display. If Mythical, if you're watching this, Mr. Champion, well, you better be taking notes because this is going to be your opponent. This is going to be the guy that you're going to be facing. This is going to be the guy that you're going to be in a field with, and this is going to be the person that could take the title away from you. So you better be taking notes. You better be studying the opponent. You better be ready for Potato because this person right here is the person you're going to be facing for the title on the line.
I mean, yeah, this is... if I was Mythical, I wouldn't really be laid back right now because Potato is a very, very skillful Rocket League player. Honestly, I do think he has potential to take the championship for Mythical, but he will have to really dig deep and like study Mythical's strategies to see
Yeah.
what Mythical does and maybe counter it, and maybe we can see a new Rocket League championship or champion.
Yeah. Yeah, finding the proverbial bullseye, per se, that can happen for Mythical on Potato and vice versa. But anyways, I mean, we are just seeing a complete decimation thus far tonight in TGW, and this could be the potential #1 contender because, ladies and gentlemen, in 1 minute and 17 seconds, we will indeed crown the #1 contender for the TGW Rocket League Championship matchup. TTV Mythical will be defending the title against who? We're going to find out in just a moment, but again, it's safe to say that it's Potato, who scored now double digits, 10 points right now, Bland.
10 consecutive points. Lava Knight not even scoring once. Like I said, not even clearing the ball to Potato's side that often. I mean, we all kind of, I guess you could say we all kind of anticipated this before the match even started. You know, good on Lava for not, most people in his situation would just leave the game knowing that he has no chance. But Lava, being a good sport, playing it out.
Well, for me, it's kind of, for me, it's kind of lesser of the two evils. I mean, I don't like Lava Knight. I don't like Potato. They're both disrespectful members, along with the other TGW members. Most of the people in the TGW community are actually disrespectful. But the point is, though, out of the two, I really wished Lava Knight would just show Potato some respect. Obviously, it's not going to be taking place tonight, though. But I think perhaps maybe this is just a conspiracy, and this is just only a theory. But I believe maybe Potato messaged Lava Knight asking if he can lose for him tonight. That could be the case.
But, I mean, that could be the case, There's a very small chance that's actually the case, though, because as you can see here, it's just the basic skill difference between these two players is massive. Potato, like I said, more ball control, more overall game sense, knows how to speed flip, stuff like that. The tiniest, I guess you could say, skill difference in Rocket League really makes a world of change. Like the smallest advantage you have on your opponent, if you're the same skill level, you could win the game. As we saw with Lava Knight and Lava Hockey last game. Lava Knight was able to pull out the win over Lava Knight because of a small, strategy change.
And the thing is, this plan is, obviously for Lava Knight on his end, this is more so of a learning experience. I mean, this is what it is, a learning experience for Lava Knight. Obviously, he's losing drastically here tonight, but the more he plays against people like Potato, the better he will get. And the more that he practices, you will indeed see Lava Knight perhaps maybe rising up in the ranks in TGW. So no shame on him facing a guy of Potato's stature, but Potato just scored for the 14th time. And I gotta tell you, listen, the bottom line is this. Potato is nothing more but a nerd, okay? I said it many times in the past, and there are a lot of nerds in TGW. So many nerds out there that I'm actually losing count, but one of the biggest ones, Potato. I can't wait to see cheater versus cheater, nerd versus nerd, next week in the Gaming Weekly for the title on the line. It's almost as if they're battling for the championship nerds.
The championship of nerds, huh? Well, I mean, as we can see here, they both Lava Knight kind of accepted his fate, and Potato and him are just kind of...
Oh, this is stupid. This is how they're going to end the game? Oh, come on, Bland. You're going to tell me that that's how they're going to end the game? Just rolling around, swirling on their cars? They're not even taking this seriously. The #1 contendership is up for grabs, and these two are going to be swirling like that? You got to be kidding me. It's ridiculous. And it's ridiculous that this guy has earned himself a #1 contendership. I hope TTV Mythical's looking on. I hope that goof is looking on as well, and I hope he destroys Potato next week for the title. I hope Potato does not win this. You gotta be kidding me. Can you imagine if Potato actually wins the championship? Can you imagine this guy being a champion for TGW? Can you imagine this guy representing the community? This cheater?
Well, I mean, with that, ladies and gentlemen, Potato is your #1 contendership for Mythical to see who can be the Rocket League champion, the next Rocket League championship.
How can you sit there, Bland, and actually not even be affected by this? We may be seeing a cheater become a champion in TGW.
Well, we'll have to have the board of directors look into that, Adrian. But that's more stuff that's behind the scenes, and we'll let the TGW community know next week if anything has developed behind the scenes on that information. But overall,
this is ridiculous.
Contendership.
This violates my journalistic integrity. This is outrageous. This is beyond awful. This is the worst. I can't believe this is taking place. I actually was giving you some space there, Bland, for you to talk, but I guess I'll do it. Ladies and gentlemen, next week in TGW, though, we will be seeing the clan battle between the Renegades and the Gaming Weekly, and I cannot wait. Again, the Gaming Weekly is getting set for the clan battle against the Renegades Bland, and again, I've been saying this for the longest time. I think the Renegades have a great shot to make a name for themselves and put their names on the map by destroying TGW. It could happen next week. I, again, believe the Gaming Weekly is the greatest channel of all time, but if you really want to make a name for yourself, if you really want to make an impact, if you want to take this opportunity, you're going to take the Gaming Weekly down, and it could happen next week in TGW. My hat's off to the Renegades. So we'll see you next week. Go ahead.
Either way, the Renegades are making a name for themselves. Being brave enough to face TGW, an amazing community full of very talented members. That in itself should be enough for some recognition. But
talented? Oh my! Well, anyway, I gotta say they're a bunch of nerds, like I said, a bunch of geeks and losers who use Discord 24/7 and actually think the internet is their lives. I hate the internet.
Well,
I can't stand social media. No, I can't stand social media. I can't stand Twitter. I can't stand Instagram. I can't stand Discord. I can't stand Snapchat. I can't stand Facebook. I can't stand anything out there that belongs to social media.
Well, with that, this is where the broadcast will end, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning into TGW, and we will see you guys next week when TGW is against the Renegades.